Hi, I'm Pat Baer, and this is Pat Baer's Wrestling Club. It's a series that I do on occasion when I want to talk about professional wrestling. And yeah, I don't really need much more of an intro in there. The previous two videos have been about Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, focusing on a young talent there. And I did think that I was going to next work on talking about a video where I talked about some of my favorite comedy wrestlers. And that's still coming, but that requires a bunch of research. And also, I got inspired to do this particular video based on what happened this Wednesday, where Private Party ended their very short, kind of crappy tag team run. You can call Private Party homegrown talent for AEW, which I certainly would agree with. And I started thinking about, how many people are part of that? Is there a list? And I couldn't find one necessarily. And also, the one I did find, I didn't really agree with. So that's why I'm doing my own. What we're going to see in this video is the list. Homegrown AEW Division Champs, the list. I saw a list that only included world champions for the singles division, did not include tag or trios. And I was like, that doesn't sit right with me. So that's what this is going to be. I am looking for homegrown AEW division champs, and by division, I do mean the top title in each division. Trios, tag, men's and women's world singles. So no mid-card belts. We'll talk about that in a moment here. We'll go into some quote-unquote rules about this. So a person for this list is not eligible if they won a division championship in another major promotion. And by major promotion, I include WWE, NXT, TNA, New Japan Pro Wrestling, AAA, CMLL, Stardom, Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. I say etc., but that's pretty much all I was really looking for and looking at. TJPW doesn't actually come into this at all, neither does CMLL, but AAA and Impact does have an impact on this, we'll say. The people that have won titles here. Now, AEW Ring of Honor does not count, and in fact, Ring of Honor does not count for this. For this list, I am not considering the Ring of Honor World Championship pre-AEW to be considered a major promotion. And I am not considering any Ring of Honor champion after it was acquired by Tony Khan and AEW as part of AEW. So that will not count. Now, that does mean I am not including the Briscoes. I am not including on this list Eddie Kingston, which hurts my heart. Mercedes Martinez. Really, any of the 4 Ring of Honor women's champions. Athena is not on the list because of that, and other reasons. But whatever. It makes things a lot cleaner. And the other rules we've got going in here are, I should clarify. If they won a division championship in any other major promotion, not necessarily the same division. If you won a tag belt in WWE, you cannot, and the world title in AEW, doesn't work. If you won the trios belts in AEW, but the tag belts in WWE, or the NXT championship in WWE, and then the tag belts, that doesn't work at all. If you have been a world champion, the top of the line of any division in a major company, you are not eligible for this list. Jade Cargill only won the TBS title. The TBS title, by AEW's own admission, is on the same level as the TNT title. So it is a mid-card title. AEW does not have a women's tag division. I am counting NXT division championships as world titles. That might be contentious because WWE does not recognize its NXT champions as world. The world is not in there. It's NXT champion. But to me, that is clearly the top in that brand's division. So it should count. So Adam Cole will not be on this list, despite being a AEW tag team champion. Did he win the regular tag team? Yes, and also the Ring of Honor. Yeah. But Adam Cole, not on this list, baby. Or did he? Did he only win the Ring of Honor? He only won the Ring of Honor. So Adam Cole wouldn't be on this list anyway, baby. So I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry, ignore all that. I'm not editing this video. Lucha Bros, Kenny Omega, Tony Storm, etc. won world titles in other places, so they don't count for this. And this brought up my thing about like any division. Tony Storm has won the AEW world title. Tony Storm has also won the Stardom. Oh, no, sorry. Was it Mariah May who won that? Yes. Tony Storm won the NXT UK, so that does not work. And also the Stardom world title, so that does not work. Mariah May won the Stardom tag titles. AEW did not have a women's tag division, but because Stardom does, and that's the best belt in that division, it doesn't work out. That's how it is. You understand what I'm saying. I've talked now way too long about all of the conditions here. I know that in the comments, someone will say something like, but, for instance, Thunder Rosa was the women's champion in the NWA. I do not consider the NWA a major promotion. Sorry, I just don't. They are not a major promotion. You may argue about Ring of Honor that I should consider pre or post acquisition for that. It just didn't feel right. I don't know. It's a judgment call. This is my list. Your list could be different. This is not official for anyone but Pat Baer's Wrestling Club. So here we go. I'm going to read through the very long list, and then we'll go in and break it up by division to singles, tag, and trios. Just make things a little easier. Adam Page, World and Tag. Anthony Bowens, Tag and Trios. Austin Gunn, Tag and Trios. Big Bill, Tag. Side note, the AEW World Tag Team Championship is the only title Big Bill has ever won in any company under any name, including indies. That's bonkers. Brody King, Trios. Colton Gunn, Tag and Trios. Darby Allin, Tag. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, World. Hikaru Shida, World. Isaiah Cassidy, Tag. Jack Perry, Tag, as Jungle Boy. Jamie Hayter, World. Killswitch / Luchasaurus, Tag and Trios. And that should be reversed. Luchasaurus won the tag. Killswitch won the trios. It's the same person. And it is the same gimmick. Mark Quinn, Tag. Mark Caster, Tag and Trios. MJF, World. Nick Wayne, Trios. Nyla Rose, World. Ricky Starks, Tag. Rio, World. Scorpio Sky, Tag. Swerve Strickland, World and Tag. Thunder Rosa, World. Wheeler Yuta, Trios. Adam Page, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Hikaru Shida, Jamie Hayter, MJF, Nyla Rose, Rio, Swerve Strickland, and Thunder Rosa are all singles world champions who have not held a major division title in any other major company, like the top of the line belt. Some of those make a lot of sense. Most of the women outside of Tony Storm, Mariah May, and Saraya, most of the women's world champions have not held a belt in another major promotion. You don't see Mercedes Moné on here because she's been TBS champion and, of course, also won plenty of other places. So she's not part of that list. Didn't make it. She's just not part of the list. We didn't make the list at all. Much like Jade Cargill, who won her WWE belts after, so that wouldn't work. But you know what I'm saying with that. But yeah, some of our world champions have been tag champions other places or world champions in other companies. And so it's just like, there we go. Can't include them. And here are our trios, our tag and trios, and our tag. Brody King, Nick Wayne, and Wheeler Yuta are our trios champions. Wheeler Yuta, his both Claudio and Pac have won titles, major titles, either be NXT Championship or a tag belt in another company. So he is alone there. Brody King for the same reason, NXT for Black, and also Buddy with the tag belts. And Nick Wayne is in there with Killswitch, but Nick Wayne has not won the tag belt as well. He's only won the trios. Nick Wayne is the youngest person on this list. I don't know who the oldest is. I really actually don't know who the oldest is. I want to say it's Scorpio Sky, but I actually don't know. It could also be Killswitch. I didn't do the math, and I apologize for not doing my due diligence about who the oldest person on this list is. But I know the youngest is Nick Wayne. Anthony Bowens, Austin Gunn, Colton Gunn, Killswitch / Luchasaurus, and Max Caster have all won the tag and trios. And both the Guns and the former Acclaimed won it with somebody who is not on this list because they have won titles other places. Be that Jay White. Reminder that they said that Jay White is always considered to be the trios champions along with Austin and Colton Gunn, and it is not considered that what's his name, Juice Robinson is not considered to ever have that. They do not freebird in AEW, except for the one time they kind of did, but whatever. That was Ring of Honor. And then our tags, just tags, is Adam Page, Big Bill, Darby Allin, Jack Perry as Jungle Boy, Isaiah Cassidy, Mark Quinn, who just lost literally the week I'm recording this, Ricky Starks, Scorpio Sky, and Swerve Strickland. Scorpio Sky, one half of the first ever tag team champions. Frankie Kazarian, from his championships and Impact, does not make this list. I could not remember if he had won a world title or a tag belt or anything. I assumed he had, but Scorpio did not win it, and he belts with him in Impact. And that, yeah, so those are the lists there. We'll go back to just the big list right here. Here's our big list. You can see it right there. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, it's 23. 23, I forgot to write it down. 23 people in AEW. Now, the second part of this video, this is just the first half of it. The second half of this video, which I'm going to record in the future and will be out probably 2 weeks after this posts, will be me doing tier maker, where I will grab all the photos for all these people, make a tier maker list, and we will go from S to I forgot you won a belt, which is the equivalent of get in the bin, get out of here, for a title reign that was so insignificant I forgot it happened. Somebody who's been watching AEW since day one, and I, in doing this research and looking through all these lists, going like, oh yeah, Scorpio Sky is one half of the first tag team champions. Oops, forgot about that. I should have also made a list of people who fit this list who are also not part of the company anymore. And I'm going to look this right now. I think that number is 0. Yeah, I think every single person on this list is still with the company at time of recording. In the future, who knows? Because I think Scorpio Sky hasn't been released yet. I think he's still under contract. So he might be the only one. But I think he's still under contract. But everybody else is. I don't know if there are any other notable names here. Like Keith Lee isn't on this list. But yeah, there's a ton of people that should be on this, that quote unquote should be on this list, that aren't on this list because they won belts in other places. Top of the line belts in other places. And that is going to do it for this video. This is Homegrown AEW Division Champs, The List. And that's going to do it for this episode of Pat Baer's Wrestling Club. Again, 2 weeks after this posting, I will do a tier maker list where I'll go through it, because this whole idea of making this list was just me wanting to like think about, or started with me thinking about like, man, our homegrown talent's done really dirty in AEW. Are all the best AEW champions people who won belts in other companies? And I don't think that's necessarily true, but it might be sort of true. Anyway, I have way more research to do here. I got to get a bunch of photos and do all that. If I have messed up and Keith Lee should be on this list, there will be an addendum in this video after I say goodbye where I will just go, yeah, Keith Lee's supposed to be on this list, but I don't think he is, but now I'm second guessing myself and I don't want to re-record this. So I'll see you soon, unless I won't see you soon, in which case I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.